that's the agenda for today's session. Anything you want to add, Nandini or Nivedita? Or I'll just hand it over to Nivedita then.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so again, since Nivedita...
Ms. Nikita, can I interrupt? I'm so sorry. Can I speak for like a half a minute or a minute, please, if you may allow?
Sure, please go ahead.
On behalf of everyone, before we actually start entire thing, I have already written it, but in person, I wanted to tell you that thank you for everything. I mean, thank you and gratitude is like a very small word for you, Mr. Wazir, Nandini, Ms. Nivedita, and Joy sir for doing whatever you people did. We couldn't have done it without you. It was too far. We needed a club somewhere in the close proximity of our homes. Thank you so much, all of you. I think the entire club would agree that we couldn't have done it without you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Afsha ma'am, the feeling is mutual because Moiz, you and Mahima were so keen to start this club, it kept us going. So we inspired and motivated each other. So the feeling is mutual. And yes, we are really happy that Medipatnam is getting set up now.
Yeah, just I wanted to add one few words here. I'm also really thankful to all of you. You have really put a lot of efforts and time and energy here. And I felt when I was initially saying, I felt people may not join, and this will still extend for another 6 months, and that was my feeling. And but I think the major change happened in the last 2 weeks, right?
Yes.
So people, I mean, there was a lot of push, and I think all of you have really have done well, and thank you so much for coming to this stage. And we are now today able to hopefully start the club, very shortly. So thank you so much once again.
That's the beauty of this platform. The moment we got to know that Telugu Toastmasters has got chartered, we started digging into their setup process, and we found about these live sessions and what all they did. We tried to, replicate it, and it worked for us as well. So it's all about exchanging ideas, thoughts, learning from each other, and it works really well in Toastmasters. So let's have this journey continued, and we will keep learning from each other. I'm sure in next 6 months there will be a lot of things which we will be able to pick up from you members, because you will be experimenting with yourself now.
Yeah.
Right, definitely.
I still remember those evenings when we used to have our meetings of Shan ma'am, Moez sir, Nivedita, Abhimanyu, and Anuj used to be there brainstorming about these PR activities. But we never gave up, and that's something I think I would take away from Moez and Afshan ma'am. They were always high on energy. Mahima always high on energy. That we have to do it. We have to do it, and that consistency worked for us. Okay, over to you, Nivedita, to take it forward.
Right. Thank you, Nikita. So good afternoon, everyone. And congratulations once again for this wonderful day where we are having a EC session, a dream come true for all of us. And now we are about to charter Medipatnam Toastmasters. So a big round of applause for all of us, for all of our efforts and all the energy. So let's pull this energy along. Let's not leave our enthusiasm. Let's have this enriching experience continue with us when we are now going to form the EC. And what is this EC? EC is nothing but the executive committee. When Toastmasters came up with this platform or concept of running clubs which have same format across the globe, they decided that we also need to have an administrative and operations setup. And then this administration and operations setup was divided into different roles called the leadership roles, which constituted the executive committee for every club. It's the beautiful way of doing things and learning, be it communication or leadership. When I become a president of the club, I would feel like king. It will add on confidence in me. But remember, you are not the boss. The president is not the boss. Toastmaster believes in servant leadership. We keep serving the club. We keep serving the club members. And again, the concept of learning from each other comes into picture. So why am I given this role of a president or the other EC roles? Because I'm going to experiment on my leadership style running the club operations. So we all now know that there are 7 roles. The president is the leading member of the EC. Then we have vice president education, vice president membership, vice president PR, secretary, treasurer, and sergeant at arms. Each role has roles and responsibilities very well defined. Every role gives you an opportunity to become a project lead or a project manager for stipulated time, and it allows you to explore, experiment, and experience your leadership style. Acquire these roles, you are a leader in making. And then why not give it a try? Because when it comes to corporate environment, we have escalation metrics, we have appraisal system, and there is every possibility that you lose your confidence and your performance get affected. This is the only place where your performance will not be judged. It will be evaluated, and based on this feedback, you will be improving yourself without any fear of failure. And even if you fail, we are all there to pull up the socks again, and be there and experiment again. So with this thought, let me start explaining you about the president's role. What is a president? As I mentioned, president is the head. He is the lead of this executive committee. He is the CEO for the club. The president has a lot of responsibilities in the club, outside the club, before the club meeting, in the club meeting, and after the club meeting. Normally, any club would have 2 types of meetings. One is our regular meeting, which you all attend, the regular meeting with the TMOD, GE, and all other roles. But the other meeting is something which happens behind the scene, and that is called an executive committee meeting. The executive committee meeting is normally held once in a month, but on need basis, they can always connect on calls in between these 2 dates in the span of 1 month. Now, what does the president essentially has to do? The president always maintains the standards of the club and standards to be decided for the club in the EC meeting. The president is going to coordinate, collaborate, lead the team of members, and ensure that each EC member is also performing their roles as per the requirement of the club. Remember, all these EC members are given club officers training program in the month of Jan and July. That is when the elections happen and the EC is constituted. Now, the club president essentially knows all the nuances of other roles because he has already performed certain roles in the club. Normally, when it's an old club or a club which is ongoing, the VP education puts or takes up the role of president. That is because he knows all the functioning of the club. But in any new club like this, we have a session, orientation session for EC, and then conduct the formal elections. We will also have club mentors in place. We will also have mentors who will handhold the EC for the new club. The president is going to take care of voting at district level, division level. And what is that? It's nothing but beyond club. We also have a world, which is like regional center, district center, and where leaders like us are elected by president and vice president. Now, what does the president also do? President is going to take care of quality of the meeting, setting up the calendar for the meeting, how the meetings are going to happen, how he is going to support the VP education to bring in education sessions. It's not only that, the most important thing is driving the DCP. And what is DCP? DCP means Distinguished Club Performance. Remember when I said that president is the CEO of the club? On those lines, every club has certain points to achieve, goals and targets. So these DCP points are nothing but the parameters like adding members, education progress of every member, then completing all administrative tasks on time, help secretary, all renewals on time with the help of treasurer, and also, as I said, setting up the calendar for the entire year so that the education goals are achieved. So you can see that president takes care or takes along his EC members so that each one performs their roles as well as they achieve a goal of 5 points, 7 points, or 9 points for the club. The 5 points is distinguished club performance. At 7 point, we say select distinguished, and 9 points is for distinguished club. So your club becomes distinguished club when you achieve 9. And remember, the president is the one who drives this. Now, one point which I have not spoken about is the collaboration of president and sergeant at arms. Now, here comes the point where what happens in the meeting. The sergeant at arms is the person who opens the meeting and hands over the stage to the president, who's the presiding officer. Normally, every club, a president is the presiding officer. In the absence of president, the VP Ed will be the presiding officer. So during the meeting, it's the collaboration of sergeant at arms and president, along with VP membership and VP education to do certain tasks. So when the president takes over as presiding officer during the meeting, he's going to welcome the guests. The sergeant at arms will have list of the guest names, they will welcome them, and then that's the warm welcome for the guests so that the guests can join the club in future. Then the presiding officer will also recognize the members for achievements. The presiding officer will also say the best things happened for the club, awards, any extra PR activities done. If there is any recognition at the district or division level, these things are taken care of or announced by presiding officer during the meeting. And the most important thing, when the guests get converted as member, the president along with the VP membership in the club meeting will induct the new member by saying by taking the pledge, Toastmasters pledge, to support and create learning environment for every new member. So do you see the beauty? The president has been aligned with every role, and every role has something to do specific to the role. after the meeting. Now, you must be thinking how everything gets aligned. So before the meeting, the president will have all this information ready, whether new members are joining or not, if any awards and rewards have to be announced, and that help he gets from secretary. Secretary is the role which keeps track of all the documentation. So there is a collaboration of president and secretary as well here. So before the meeting, what happens? There was an EC meeting which happened, and in the EC meeting, all these role players have already briefed the president. Minutes of meeting have been circulated, and the president will have all the information which has to be presented during the meeting. In the meeting, again, you have new guests, new things happening, feedback coming in from guests, quality parameters to be reviewed. All these things are again documented by secretary and will be discussed in the next meeting, that is the next EC meeting, so that the president can easily keep up the standards and quality of the club. So it's the complete cycle guide. We keep doing these tasks, which helps us patience, consistency, and commitment. That is how this role is packaged. So as I mentioned, we are what we are because we do certain things repeatedly, and the excellence follows. So when you start your club, let me rephrase it. When we start our club, Mehdipatnam Club, we are going to have people who will be committed, who will have ample bandwidth, and who would be doing these tasks consistently with the attitude of learning. In Toastmasters, it always said, give positive feedback, and you are telling any mistakes, I would say, not the names, but you will just give suggestions. And that is how this entire sector will work. I'm sure you people are taking up this adventurous step of getting to the E rules. And just to assure you, I'm telling you that we will have club mentors in place for next 6 months who will guide you through how to perform. And after the 6 months, the same EC setup will act like mentors so that the new setup or new set of leaders come and take up the EC roles. So the cycle continues like this, and we keep learning from each other. You can try out your innovative, creative ideas as leader, do different PR campaigns, do member connects, and explore yourself how beautifully you can collaborate and make sustain for a long time. So I'd like to stop here for the president role and then hand it over to Nikita so that she can take up the next role, which is Vice President Education, crux of Toastmasters. Over to you, Nikita.
Thank you so much, Nivedita, for covering the president in an elaborate way. And I will be talking about the vice president education. Like Nivedita, it is the crux of any club. Nivedita, it is an adventurous journey and you will need a lot of patience. So, our executive committee, there is one role that is packaged with adventure, and you will have to dedicate time and have a lot of patience, and that is your vice president education role. As vice president education, you're going to be the learning and development head of your club. What does any learning and development head do? Anybody, can you ping in the chat or unmute and tell what does learning and development head of the organization do?
Identify the gaps for learning where the person needs to learn or probably build competencies and skills required in a person.
The learning of every member is continued. You keep a track of the meetings, you schedule speeches for the members, you track their progress, and you also verify the completion of their projects. You are the go-to person for any questions that they may have on the Toastmasters education program, which is the pathways. And you will learn more about it when you get chartered, you get your credentials, and you start working on your pathway program. You organize speech contests, you organize special meetings, and you strengthen your club mentor pool. So everything related to the learning and development of the members is taken care by the vice president education. You are like the knowledge hub for the club. So it is very imperative that you be familiar with all the aspects of Toastmaster education program. Now, all of this may sound overwhelming. Yes, this role demands you to be on your toes all the time, but your learning is going to be immense. The skills that you will incorporate while playing this role of vice president education are something like coordination, because you coordinate with all the EC members, you coordinate with all the members of the club. So if there is one executive committee role who is in continuous uh, contact with the members is vice president education. You learn organizational skills because you are the one who's responsible for scheduling the meetings, for scheduling speeches for the members, then organizing speech contests, any special meetings that need to be done. So you learn organizational skills. In all of this, you also learn planning and keep motivating your members. Also, you have to wear a hat of a coach or the hat of a mentor for your members as and when the need arises. So you learn coordination, organization, planning, ability to motivate members when they are demotivated and just don't want to turn up for their speeches or don't want to work on their speeches. And you wear the hat of a coach or a mentor whenever the member requires that. You will get more than what you dedicate as a vice president education, and you will always have help available from other executive committee members, especially from the secretary, the president, as well as from the treasurer of the club. So the burden is always shared. What are your responsibilities as vice president education now? First is you coordinate for the club schedule. You prepare a club calendar with the dates and time on when the meetings are going to happen. Right now, we used to meet on every Sunday, 12:30 p.m. or 12 p.m. But when the club gets chartered, or especially after this meeting, I will post a link. As Vice President Education, you prepare a calendar. Does your club members want to meet weekly? Is it going to be fortnightly? And share it across all the members so that they know about the upcoming meetings. And when members know about the upcoming meetings, they are able to alter their schedule and plan their speeches. As Vice President Education, you also ensure all the meeting roles are filled and they are mentored. You might have seen Nandini assigning mentors to all the role players and then Nivedita and others mentoring them. This ensures that the meeting quality is maintained. So now this was being done by Nandini, Nivedita mostly. When the club gets chartered or when the EC is formed, this particular responsibility will be that of the Vice President Education. The second thing is you support the education program. So when a new club member joins, you assign a mentor to them. Mentorship is a very important aspect of Toastmasters, and I cannot emphasize less on it because I have immensely benefited from the two mentors I have, and I have contrasting mentors. So the beauty of having this mentorship thing in Toastmasters is that you can reach out to anybody anytime for any speech or a role. Of course, you'll have a dedicated mentor, but then suppose your mentor is not available and you want to reach out to somebody else, or you think that this person or Nivedita is very composed when she talks and she has been in Toastmasters for so long. I want to learn from her. You can anytime reach out to her and she will never say a no. So as Vice President Education, you ensure each member is assigned a mentor. You connect with them. You brief them on the education program, which is the pathways. You explain them how the meeting goes, inform them about the next meeting, also help them select a path so that they can start with their Toastmaster journey with their icebreaker speech. And I'm so happy to tell that Afshan ma'am, Moiz, and Mahima, I guess, have already completed their icebreaker speeches. So they are one step ahead. The first thing that Vice President Education of Mehendipatnam Toastmasters Club will have to do is enroll in pathways and make sure all club members are also enrolled. Once I talk about VP Education, I'll walk you through the Toastmaster International login page also, so that you are well versed with how to go about it. You track member progress and keep encouraging them so that they continue their journey. There will be a lot of times when members will lose their enthusiasm, and I'm not saying this to demotivate you or scare you away, but that happens because members think that, oh, I'm just giving a speech, how is it going to benefit me? They digress from their main objective of joining Toastmasters, and they come up with weird reasons of not being able to work on their speeches, like we used to do back in our school when we were not able to complete our homework. You will have to be patient, listen to them, listen to everything that they have to say, but still be able to motivate them. So this is where your motivational skills will come into picture. You will have to be there to pull that person back and motivate them so that they can continue on their journey. Also, I remember Afshan ma'am had said, when we get back to school, we will celebrate. I remember her saying this in one of the panel discussions she was invited for a program we were doing for a school. And she said, when we get back to school, we'll just celebrate, we'll forget everything. And then we'll plan things ahead. So as BP Education, you are also responsible to celebrate member achievements. When a member completes level 1, especially level 1, because that's the first milestone a member completes. And then level 5, which is a big achievement. So every pathway has 5 levels. The first is level 1, then you advance to level 2, level 3, level 4, and then level 5. So celebrate the member milestones because it encourages them. I still remember when I used to get ribbons in our speech, in our physical meetings, or when my name is acknowledged in online meetings as well. It gives you a high. Remember to celebrate as Vice President Education. So you coordinate for the club schedule, support education program. The third thing is that you are the base camp manager. Now, what is a base camp? Base camp is a place where you track the progress of your education journey in Toastmasters. It will give you what projects are there, what levels you have completed, what are the projects that are coming after one project is done. So every level has 2 to 3 projects. Level 1 has 3 projects, level 2 has 3, then level 3 has 3 projects, level 4 has 1 project and 1 elective, level 5 will again have 1 project and some electives. So you have to be well versed with the entire program. The base camp is where you track your progress, and as base camp manager, you approve it when a member completes the project. And this is all there on the online website when you log in. This may sound overwhelming, but it's just a click of button here and there and you'll be able to manage it well. So that's about the base camp manager. Then you plan speech contests. There are 4 contests that happen in Toastmasters, which is humorous speech contest, speech evaluation contest, international speech contest, and table topics contest. These happen semi-annually. So humorous speech contest and evaluation contest happens in the term of June, from July to December. It happened last December. International speech contest and table topics contest happen in the term of January to June. So these will, now you will see a lot of clubs organizing their international speech contest and table topics contest. And the finalists proceed to district conference that may happen in May or June. So how the hierarchy in Toastmasters works is, there is a club, 4 to 5 clubs come together to form an area. Then 4 or 5 areas come together to form a division. And then some 20 divisions, they come together to form a district. And districts come under region, and all these regions then come under Toastmasters International. So Mehdipatnam club, if I'm not wrong, will fall in EFG. In G4, so 4 is your area, G is your division, and you belong to district 98. That's how the hierarchy flows. And the finalists for these contests, they proceed till the district level. That's where you plan your speech contests. Then you manage the mentor program. You encourage members to complete Pathways mentor program. There is a dedicated program for mentorship that your members can take up. This is in addition to the different pathway programs that Toastmaster offers to the members. There are 11 pathways. In addition to those 11, there is a separate Pathways mentor program. So you groom your members to become mentors. Some things to keep in mind before the meeting. You review the scheduled roles for the meeting 5 to 7 days in advance so that all the role players are mentored and all roles are filled. You notify the club president of any education awards at the upcoming meeting. So in every meeting, make sure your member achievement are recognized. If any member has completed their icebreaker, and in the next meeting, you announce it, and that member feels so happy and proud, and all club members also may get motivated that yes, that person has done it, is now my chance, I should do it, something like that. You also make sure that speech evaluators, there is an evaluation form for every speech depending on what project the speaker is trying to attempt. So you make sure that the evaluation form are shared with the evaluators. These are the things that you take care of before the meeting. So you make sure all roles are filled, all role players are mentored. The club president, like Nivedita was saying, because he's the presiding officer, he takes care of all the special announcements. So club president is informed of the education awards, and then you make sure the evaluation forms are shared with the speech evaluators. You can coordinate with Toastmaster of the day for this particular thing. Upon arrival at the club meeting, you also make sure that all role players are prepared and they have joined the meeting. Any last minute dropouts, and this is a very common scenario, make sure that all the executive committee members, especially the VP education, is just ready to take up any last minute dropout if need be. Remember, as Toastmasters or the executive committee member, we are not here to judge or make them feel bad because they'll drop at the last minute. But as leaders, we give them the assurance that it will be taken care of. So have backup role players. Somewhere in our heart, we end up judging or blaming who does this. Last minute dropout, you don't have the responsibility. You don't know how much difficult it is. But in Toastmasters, we don't do that. We don't judge people, or we don't believe in the blame game. We believe in how quick we can make things work. And that's what we do as Vice President Education. You also interact with guests and motivate them to participate in table topic segments so that guests can be converted to club members. That's what you do upon arrival at the club meeting. So you make sure all role players have prepared and joined well in time. Be ready for any last minute dropouts. Make sure you have backup role players and interact with guests so that you are able to motivate them to participate in table topics. Now, during the club meeting, you note any level completion to be verified in Basecamp. So during the meeting, suppose today I have a meeting, I am giving my level 3 project 3 and completing the level. So make sure that you connect with the member and ensure that they have submitted or marked that project complete. More often than not, what will happen is somebody will give their icebreaker speech and be happy and sit with the best speaker award that yes, I gave my icebreaker and now I'm done. But you have to go back to your pathways and mark it complete so that the VP education can verify it and mark it complete for you. So note of any level completion and make sure that the member has completed it. And then you ensure all member achievements are recognized. Outside the club meeting, like Nivedita was saying, as Vice President Education, you have the power to select your district and area leaders. So you have a vote at these area and district meetings. Make sure you use that vote effectively and with good judgment. That is one thing that is important, that an important responsibility, I would say, comes with the Vice President Education. So to summarize, you coordinate for the club schedule, you support the education program, which is Pathways. Now, Pathways may sound very confusing to people who have joined for the first time, but once you start, as the name suggests, it's just a path and you have to keep working on it. You act as the base camp manager, you plan special meetings and you plan speech contests, and you also work on the mentor program for your club. Overwhelming role, but if you take it, the learning is immense. You collaborate with someone from your club and you groom them to become next leaders, which is succession planning. And this is a very important aspect of being a leader. You're not here only to become a leader yourself, but also groom people so that they can explore and experiment with their leadership skills that they have. So make sure, and this is done in a lot of executive committees across Hyderabad or across clubs, have somebody to assist you, like an associate VP education or an assistant VP education, you may say, so that you also have supporting hand and the next person is also groomed. They also get some insight into how different roles are performed. You groom that person so that tomorrow, when your term ends, and you have to hand over the baton to somebody else, there is already someone who's ready to take it up. So groom leaders, remember the succession planning that you have to do. Your term will just fly by and you will forget everything. June or July will come and it will be time for the new EC to come in if it is a 6-month term. So stay focused on that succession planning also. That is about VP education. I will quickly share my screen and I will show you how it will look once you get your login credentials and you are you have to navigate through all this. So this is how the welcome page will look like once you log in. Here, if you are an EC member, you will have this tab which is Leadership Central, and under that you have Club Central. So in Club Central, you don't really have to maintain any hard copies. Everything will be there in Club Central. Nivedita was talking about something as DCP points, and maximum DCP points, which is Distinguished Club Program, comes from VP Education. And anytime a member completes level 1, level 2, more level 2, you earn a DC, your club earns a DCP point. This is where it will, you will be able to track it and check it. So if you go to Club Central and then you, when you click on Club Central, this page will come. And when you go to Club Central, this is where you can check your distinguished performance report. And you will understand all of this once you get your access. This is how your base camp will look like. I am working on this particular path, which is effective coaching. When I open the curriculum, I'll be able to see all the projects that I've done. And these are the pathways that are available for members to select. So any skill that you want to work on, you pick a pathway depending on that. How do you select a path? How do you go about it? Everything will be clarified once you get your login credentials. But I just wanted to show you how the entire setup looks like once you get your credentials. And I hope you get it soon. We will send the data forms. The next role in the executive committee is that of vice president membership. And I will hand it over to Nivedita to talk about it.
Thank you, Nikita. So what happens when you are welcomed with a warm smile, greeted, given a seat, and once you are seated, there is a informal introduction and someone is trying to feel you, to make you feel at home. This is precisely what the VP membership does in a club. Now I'm going to talk about community clubs because Mehdipatnam is a community club. Just to make you slightly more aware, we have 3 types of clubs. One is community club, next college club, and then corporate clubs. In corporate clubs, members are the employees of the company. In college club, members are students from the college. And in community club, I don't have to say. the way you people have come together and formed this club, that is how every community club is formed. And in the community club, we have maximum exposure to interact with strangers. Many of the people who are introverts or have fear of talking to strangers opt for VP membership role. You have an opportunity to interact people whom you don't know, but at the same time, upskill yourself by giving them a warm welcome, exchanging ideas about how to become a member and how to plan the learning journey, how the membership process works. So it's a combination of formal and informal talking with a stranger. Now, one more point which I would like to put here before I take up the role of membership. There is something which the membership, VP membership, keeps trying always, is to have connect with the already existing members. And as I mentioned earlier, that speeches are evaluated, constructive feedback is given. So also there is something called moments of truth, which is feedback for the club, which happens every 6 months in the club. And here the VP membership plays a key role to keep member base satisfied and happy. Now, moments of truth is the time when members will give feedback, areas of improvement for the club, which the president will drive along with the coordinator. But throughout the year, the VP membership will put all his efforts to get those brownie points to run club peacefully. So here I'm just showcasing that how VP membership and president collaborate. That is for moments of truth, the feedback time for the club. And second one is to have guests pouring in, joining the club and making the best community club. The more you have people from different walks of life, you get more learning opportunities. So what does the membership do? The VP membership is going to look into the guests who are coming in regularly, encourage them to take up table topics so that their fear of talking on stage is overcome over after few meetings. Then once the guest is comfortable and is willing to join the club, the VP membership will explain the process. When both the parties come to agreeable terms that the guest is going to become a member, the vice president membership will float in voting form for the new member to join in with the existing members. Now remember, we normally never say no to any new joining. It's always a yes. We encourage the guest to take up table topics because the members will come to know about this new person, how he speaks, and how we can absorb them in the club. Only if the existing member has not seen this particular member, he would say refrain from voting, but we never say no to membership to any guest. There is a myth that only best speakers join Toastmasters. No, it's not so. This platform is to improve your communication skills and all are welcome. What we only see is the consistency and commitment. Once you want to join as a member, you have to be consistent, actively participate because it's your learning. If you pay the fees and don't come at all, then you are missing on learning. And at the same time, the VP education will also not find members to fill the roles. Though we get roles filled from outside the club, but it is not a good practice. So that is where the VP membership and VP education will play the role of counselor and coach by interacting with the people, motivating them to attend the meetings and also pursue their education programs. So coming back to the point, when the guest agrees to pay, the VP membership will inform the amount to be paid for the membership, which is $20 plus $45, and then convert it with the help of treasurer with the dollar value in INR, and inform all the members that the new member or the guest has joined the club. Treasurer makes the payment to Toastmaster International, and VP membership informs the secretary and president about the new member joining and conduct the induction program in the meeting. Induction program is nothing but taking the pledge to support the new member to progress in his or her education journey. Not only this, other fear is that the club has to always maintain membership count of 20. So the membership always collaborates with VP PR to have more guests pouring in and then convert them to convert them to members. So this is how the VP membership process works. And we always encourage to have more members in the club, because as the existing members progress in their education journey, they becomes mentor for the new members. So I'm sure now you are able to connect many things, how this entire process works. When you graduate from one role to other, you are giving opportunity to the other member to fill the shoes, learn, and get into a newer role. When you explore Toastmasters Club and roles, every role has a purpose and every role is an opportunity. So now I'm going to hand over to Nikita to take up the next role, again an important role, VP PR. I'm sure some of you have seen how PR worked for us in getting new members. And that is how you will be learning and brainstorming to get new members always with the help of membership and PR campaigns. Over to you, Nikita.
Thank you again, Nivedita. I am back with the Vice President Public Relations. Well, I've played this role at the corporate club I'm a part of, which is JPMC Hyderabad Toastmasters Club. And everybody knows the club because of the active PR that we do at JPMC, and have thoroughly enjoyed this one role. So you have to be very active if you are taking this Vice President Public Relations, and you have to be very careful also. Why careful? Because you are the face of the club. You spread word about your club, you talk about your club, you talk about Toastmasters, you represent a brand, and you take up this Vice President Public Relationship. So you behold that brand. You are like that child of a family for which the family is known across the colony, or you are that member of the team and you're so chirpy and active for which that entire team is known in your office, or you are that college student for because of whom that entire batch is known in the college. So you are that child, or you are that college student, or you are that employee of your team. Remember, as Vice President Public Relation, you are representing a very big and prestigious brand, which is Toastmasters. So be proud of it when you talk about it. As Vice President PR, Public Relation, you promote your club at different forums like social media, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, any other forum where you can gather more members. That is where you will be able to collaborate with your Vice President membership. The number of guests you are able to attract, the more you will be able to strengthen your club in terms of membership. You are the liaison between the club and other clubs in the division. Whenever anything major is happening, special meetings, contests, any club awards, any member events that you want to highlight in your division and area, You are the loudspeaker for that for your club. You also create your club newsletter. You create flyers and meeting posters. You might have seen Nandini posting all those colorful posters for every meeting and then coming up with a write up. That is what the vice president PR does for the club. You collaborate with the VP education for Toastmaster of the day. You get the theme and the write up and then make the poster. So this is again a role that requires a lot of energy, a lot of creativity. If you are someone who loves creating colorful posters, loves writing, and then networking with others, interacting and networking with external people, or you're very comfortable with strangers, then this is a very great opportunity for you to showcase your creativity and represent your club at different forums. The responsibilities that come along for the VPPR are: you publicize the club at different social media, you publicize your club activities both internally to your members because you are that loudspeaker for your club, and you also promote it externally to various audience. The more number of audience you get, the more you will be able to enjoy your meetings. You publish meeting details, the time of the meeting, date, theme, anything special that is happening in the meeting that can attract guests and other club members to join. You maintain the club's social media accounts. Facebook and Instagram are already created by Mehdi Patnam. So the VPPR will be given the credentials and you can maintain those accounts. If at all you are interested, you can also work on your club website. One of the major responsibilities is abiding by the Toastmaster International brand guidelines. As Vice President PR, you are representing a brand, like I already said. And when it comes to a brand, there are some guidelines that you have to follow. You cannot just go around and pick up any image in the name of creativity and put it on your posters. You cannot just create or use any random colors. Even text and font styles to be used are mentioned in a brand manual. You cannot tamper with the Toastmaster International logo. There is a brand manual that covers everything in detail. That will be like your Bhagavad Gita or your Bible or Quran, where you're taking up this responsibilities. So you keep your hand on it and say, I will abide by everything mentioned here. I'll do only this. I am not going to use anything else. Even fonts, colors, what images you will be using in your posters have to be taken, have to be in line with everything that is mentioned in the brand manual. You are representing a brand. An Apple employee just cannot tamper with the Apple logo, or an Accenture employee just cannot tamper with the Accenture logo or the Accenture tagline. So maintain the integrity of the Toastmasters brand. The integrity of that brand is in your hands. Right now in our district or in our division, there is a lot of impetus on following brand guidelines because now the boundaries have broken. Our posters, our write-up, everything that we are saying as a leader has an impact on somebody or the other. So we have to be very careful when it comes to what pictures, what words, and how we are creating these posters. This is not to scare you, just to make you aware that you have to abide by the brand guidelines which are followed in Toastmasters. So to summarize, before the meeting, you coordinate with the Vice President Education and the Toastmaster of the day to get the theme, meeting details, any special events that are coming up, any announcements that need to be publicized. You can also coordinate with your VP membership for any new member who's joining. As Vice President PR, you can also, depending on your club, you can also create posters to wish members birthdays, anniversaries, member achievements, any new member joining, just a warm welcoming poster for that. It creates that bond between members and brings members together. So make sure that you are able to do all of this when you are taking up this particular responsibility. That's about the Vice President PR. You are the face of the club. You go everywhere. Be very careful of how you are talking and what you are talking about Toastmasters, because again, it is a very important and prestigious brand that you are representing. It goes beyond creating posters. It goes beyond creating those write-ups. You are the face for your club, and what you represent is how your club will be seen outside your club. So make sure that you are able to abide by everything and carry that brand with confidence and be proud of it when you're taking up this vice president PR. I will also talk about one of the roles that comes after vice president VPPR, which is the secretary. So we covered president, we covered education, membership, VPPR, then comes the secretary, then comes, I think, treasurer, and then the sergeant at arms. So treasurer and sergeant at arms will be taken by Nivedita. I'll take up secretary because currently I'm serving as the secretary for the community club, which is Elan Toastmasters Club. Now, as the secretary, you are the storehouse, the keeper, or the database of that club. You maintain all club records, you manage club files, you handle club correspondence, you take minutes at each club meeting, which is a very important responsibility of the secretary. So every club meeting, you take the minutes, and the club executive committee meeting also. And everything is available online, maintaining club records, club files. It's all online. So you don't really have to maintain any hard registers or copies. But the meeting minutes is something that secretary has to take care of. You're also responsible for updating and distributing a roster of the current paid membership. And again, this roster is online, so you can refer there, like I showed you in Club Central. You also keep a list of the 7 of club officers, which we are briefing you about right now. These 7 club EC members, the current, once these EC members are going and handing over to the next executive committee who's going to come up, you're also responsible to update this in the Club Central once your term is finished. So your responsibilities as secretary before the meeting is that you post the minutes of the meeting of the previous meeting. This is very important when it comes to executive committee meetings, because all the club members or your EC members will be aware of what was discussed before, what were the action items, what are the progress on each of these action items, and now where do we head from this particular point. So post the minutes of the meeting before every executive committee meeting, also before any club meeting. So you post the minutes of meeting, notify club members that the minutes of meeting are now available for review. And these minutes of meeting can do wonders for attracting new club members also. When you see an exciting and colorful MOM of a club meeting coming out, you feel like, oh my God, I missed something in this meeting. This something very exciting happened. The table topics maybe was very exciting, or this education session was exciting and I missed it. Next time I should be able to join this particular meeting. So you motivate members also to join meetings if you are able to prepare an attractive MOM. Before the meeting also, you prepare a list of actions for the president. That is where you collaborate with the president on what was discussed before, what were the action items for different EC members or any club member, and then you take it up from that particular point. So your MOMs are very, very important. Upon arrival at the club meeting, you are the one who's going to maintain the guest book and the attendance of members. Why guest book is important? To keep a track of all guests who are joining. You can harp them to convert to club members. Why attendance is important? Because you will be able to collaborate with the vice president education and see how many members are consistently joining the meetings. If you see that some member is not joining, you can connect with them and listen to their challenges. If there are any problems that need to be addressed, any challenges where you can help that particular club member, you'll be able to do that if you are able to maintain that attendance for your club. So during the club meeting, you read the minutes of the meeting for the previous and then record the minutes for the current club meeting. This happens for club meeting, for executive committee meetings, and at business meetings also. So business meetings are where the TI leaders are selected. That's something beyond the club secretary. But the two important things that you have to take care during the club meetings and EC meetings is that you read out the minutes of the previous meeting and record the minutes of meeting for the current meeting. And outside the club meeting, you attend these business meetings at the international convention. Now there are two people in the EC who have a vote to select the Toastmaster International leaders. These two people are the president and the club secretary. So either you can vote at the international convention or you can assign a proxy. These international convention, it becomes hard for people like us to travel all the way and attend these international conventions. But when it comes to the district director, District 98 director, it falls under his responsibility to be able to attend these. So you can assign a proxy to him. As secretary, you're also the base camp manager. Again, there are three roles in the executive committee meeting who act as the base camp manager. And I'll again repeat, what is a base camp manager? Who approves your projects in your pathways once a member completes it. So the president, the vice president education, and the secretary have the base camp manager access. These are the responsibilities of a secretary. So what's a secretary? Storehouse keeper or database of that particular club. You are responsible to maintain club records and handle club correspondence. You update the incoming EC members once your term is ended, and you maintain a roster of all the paid members. You can do all of this online. Before the meeting, you post the minutes of the meeting, notify club members that the minutes are available, and prepare a list of action for the president. Upon arrival at the club meetings, maintain a guest book and the attendance. During the club meeting, be attentive, make notes from that meeting so that you're able to work on the MOM. And outside the club meeting, you assign proxy as and when these international conventions happen. You are the base camp manager also. So if you are somebody who loves writing, can prepare beautiful and creative MOMs, are good at following up and tracking action items and record keeping, then this particular role is for you. As a secretary, you'll have the opportunity to collaborate with the president, with the membership, with education, as well as with the treasurer to track the member payments. So this one role is somewhere you have to collaborate with all the EC members. So if you love something like writing, taking notes, making MOMs, following up, keeping track of action items, record keeping, then do take or volunteer for this particular EC role. We are now left with only two small roles, which is treasurer and sergeant at arms, and I will hand it over to Nivedita to cover it. Post which I'll tell you about the voting process, how it will go. Over to you, Nivedita.
So now I'm going to talk about money, money, money. When it is community club, money, the financials is most important part. Do you know why? Because we also serve snacks to the guests during the break time, and the treasurer keeps track of how much is being spent. Well, jokes apart, now I'm coming to the role of treasurer. You all have made the membership payments, and this time you have paid it to Abhimanyu. So cut it short, for the time being, for the Uncharted Club, Abhimanyu is the treasurer. Your payments are now going to be transferred to Toastmaster International as membership fees. Then what does the treasurer do throughout the year? Well, there are quite a few responsibilities he has to go through. First thing, the renewal cycle in Toastmaster is September and March. So the VP membership and treasurer together will float the renewal details, how much one has to pay, and the treasurer will flash the bank account where all the members have to credit or transfer the amount. In turn, the treasurer will make these payments to Toastmaster International, and then we call that the member is in good standing. If 20 such renewals are done, the club is in good standing. That means all the dues have been paid. Then, coming to the point, where does this bank come from? For a community club, we normally open an account in Federal Bank, or the club growth team will give us the instructions where exactly we can have the bank account, and the treasurer and president will open this account, and this will be the Mehedipatnam club's account for receiving all the membership fees. Any community club can also have guest fees. For example, my home club, which is Hyderabad Toastmaster, collects 150 rupees as guest fee when we have the in-person meetings. So all these money, all these amounts are transferred in the account for that particular club by the treasurer. The treasurer also maintains the accounts and publishes the balance sheets every quarter to all the members to keep the transparency. Remember, it is everyone's club. EC is only for the short term, and keeping the transparency should be the priority, especially in money matters. Also, the treasurer prepares a budget, because when you collect the guest fees and over the period of time, you will have some amount of money in your account. The treasurer will accordingly prepare the budget and then plan some member engagement activity. You know what we did last year? Hyderabad Toastmaster members went to Hidden Castle, and we had gala time there, um, taking all those adventurous rides, and members enjoyed a lot. We sponsored 50% of the fees there from the club. This also improves the bonding. The club will have beautiful bonding among the members, which will help the club and VP membership to get good moments of truth. So, so doing these activities help or spread good environment in the club. You can go for team outings, movies, lunch, dinners, and the treasurer can tell the president or secretary that, okay, for the time being, we can only sponsor 30% because he is in control of the money, right? So treasurer is all important role. He deals with all the financials, and to keep transparency, it is advisable that at the end of the year, we conduct audit from the members of the club. We select 1 or 2 members from the club and carry out audit, because we also reimburse the members for those snacks. You know, I'm the person who brings corn samosas for Hyderabad Toastmasters Club, and then I get that amount reimbursed from the treasurer. So all these things will be tracked by the treasurer and audited by the members. And if you have any chartered accountants in your club, well and good, there will be a formal audit by the chartered accountant himself. Now, treasurer does all these activities and also stand as backup for sergeant at arms. We all know sergeant at arms, right? I'm just taking you over to the next role. Sergeant at arms is the role which opens the meeting, and from the speaker's perspective, I would say that it is guaranteed stage time for 2 minutes. Because you open the meeting every day, every time, and you are going to state those golden rules. And if it is in-person meeting, you are also going to guide the members and guests about where the water is kept, how to do registrations. If there are any registrations pending, you can come across and register in the break time. Then he also reads out the list of guests attending the meeting to establish that bonding with the guests. So he is doing a lot of front-ending tasks at the beginning of the meeting, and I call it as guaranteed stage time. If it is an in-person meeting, the role does not end here. The sergeant at arms also has to organize the awards and rewards to be given to the members by the president during the meeting, be it ribbons or trophies. All these things have to be organized. You know what we do at Hyderabad Toastmasters? We give Toastmaster magazines, the hard copies, to the 3 guests who arrive before time, the first 3 guests to arrive at the venue. So, as a token of appreciation, we hand over these uh, magazines to the guests so that they will get lot of reading material, lot of resources, and also establishes goodwill to have more members pouring in future. Now, at the same time, the sergeant at arms is the person who's going to close the meeting at the end after presiding officer gives away all the awards, calls for announcements, and announces the next meeting date and closes the meeting. As I mentioned to you that at Hyderabad Toastmasters, we collect 150 rupees as guest fee, which is collected by sergeant at arms at the registration counter. Now, this amount is also transferred by sergeant at arms to the treasurer so that the treasurer can remit it in the bank. Now, as I said, treasurer can be backup for sergeant at arms. Sometimes the sergeant also might have some personal commitment or professional commitments. And what if he is not able to come for the meeting? At that time, the treasurer can become a sergeant at arms, lay those ground rules, and set up the meeting. At the same time, sergeant at arms for the in-person meeting interacts with the venue owners. Our meetings are conducted at Alliance Francaise. So making the rental payments, booking the hall, arranging the uh, Wi-Fi there or projectors there, chairs, extra chairs, boards, all these logistics are taken care by Sergeant at Arms. But does it mean that this role has truncated because we have moved to online? No. It opened up another opportunity for Sergeant at Arms by being the Zoom master. He is actually learning the setting up of meeting online, which is also one of the meetings in one of the projects in Pathways. So we are again aligning to the learning in the education program. Though we say that treasurer or sergeant at arms are small roles, but they are very powerful roles. Because if the sergeant doesn't set up the meeting, others have to pitch in. And at that time, we know the importance of sergeant at arms. What if money is not maintained properly? The members will have a lot of arguments and friction. They will start questioning the EC. At that time, the treasurer's efficiency, transparency keeps the EC clean. And at the same time, if you have observed, every EC role gives you an opportunity of greeting and meeting the guests. It is not membership and PR alone. Any member of EC can interact with the guests. So it's the purpose of communication and leadership upskilling is achieved this way. I always say this one thing, there is something for everyone in Toastmasters. All you need to do is to keep your eyes and ears open, keep your focus, and keep learning. Unless and until you make learning your passion, you will not see the progress. And unless and until you don't progress, you will not experience the transformation. I repeat, what we are is because what we do certain things repeatedly and the excellence follows. So gear up to take up the EC role, go through the leadership handbook. When Nikita rolls out the nomination form, spare or allocate 15 to 20 minutes every day for Toastmaster work. When I say that you are running a company or running a club, you don't have to go get bogged down with achieving goals and targets and worrying about financials. Nobody is going to say anything for you. It's all your learning. Allocate little time for this learning and gear up. Over to you, Nikita. All the best, everyone.
Thank you so much, Nivedita. Before I go ahead, I want to talk about one more thing, which was not a part of the session, but I still want to highlight that point. Are there any questions on any EC roles?
Did we scare you a lot?
It was quite overwhelming. I can understand that.
Yeah,
Things will fall in place, guys. Don't worry.
I think you have provided the details and about the roles and responsibilities very clearly. I don't have any questions about it.
I just have one question. So the current EC that will be in place, who will be the mentors for the current EC for the new club?
You will have specific mentors assigned to every member. For the club itself, there will be 2 club mentors. One of them is me, and another will be Abhimanyu, most probably, and we'll be guiding you through the entire, at least for a period of 6 months or more.
And also what we follow in our club is for every XCOM member, we will have a mentor for every XCOM role who is already experienced in that role. So he'll be also a go-to person for you to help how to do that role or anything like that.
All right. Yeah, that's the only question I have.
Okay. So the last thing that I wanted to talk about as a club member or as a executive committee member, there are 4 core values that we follow in Toastmasters. I hold them very dear to my heart, and I hope you all do that as well in your Toastmaster journey. We call it IRSE, or you can abbreviate it as RISE also. The first is integrity. Hold on to your integrity, walk the talk. Wherever you go, you are a leader and you have to stand out. At the same time, you just cannot do anything and not abide by it. I'll give you an example. I mentor so many people and I interact with them so much. I tell them that you dedicate time to complete your projects. But if I don't do that, I am compromising on my own integrity. If I have committed to something, I hold on to it. So hold on to that integrity. Second is respect. Tomorrow, if you become a leader or executive committee member, don't forget that don't think that your club members are just members. They are also leaders. You just hold a title. Respect your club members, respect the other club members or anybody in general. So hold on to that core value. The third is service. Nivedita already spoke about it. We believe in servant leadership. As executive committee members, you come after your club members. If you are a leader, you come after your team. So have that attitude of service. Get out of that zone of blaming, judging people, because we do not do that here. And there will be a lot of times when there will be arguments, clashes, differences in opinions. You have to respect and you have to abide by that responsibility of service that you have taken. And the fourth thing is excellence. It all gets taken care of if you are consistent on your journey of Toastmasters, but you still strive to become a better version of yourself and reach that excellence level, whatever you have set for yourself. So integrity, respect, service, and excellence are 4 things that at least I will talk for myself, I hold very close to my heart. And I would recommend each leader from this particular club to also abide by that. Well, talking about the EC now, I will roll out a form. You can nominate for whichever role you want to. I would suggest having the nominations closed by tomorrow afternoon, maybe if that's not too early, maybe by 5 or 6 p.m. And tomorrow itself, if everybody is available, we can have the voting for EC members. If not tomorrow, latest by Tuesday. So to get an opinion on that, I will again probably post a message in the group, whoever is available tomorrow, how many members are available tomorrow evening after 7 and how many are available day after tomorrow. Whatever maximum votes we will get, we'll go ahead and do the voting. how the voting will go is, if there is only one person who has nominated for one role, without saying, you get elected for that particular role. But if there are multiple nominations for one role, in that case, you come up with a 1 to 2 minute speech or anything like, or your pitch for why do you want to take up that particular role. Depending on that, your club members vote, and whoever gets the maximum vote from the club members takes up that particular EC role. Now, for example, I and Nivedita nominate for president. Nivedita gets selected for president. In that case, I also have that opportunity or option to vote, or to nominate on the floor. Suppose I'm interested in, next area of interest is VP education. So I can go ahead and nominate myself on the floor for VP education. So don't get disheartened if something like this happens. This happened with me in Elan Toastmasters. I wanted to take up VP education. It did not happen. And I am the secretary now, and I'm thoroughly enjoying that role. So if anybody of you becomes a secretary, don't worry, I'm there for you to help you anywhere, anytime. That's how the entire voting process will go. I'll roll out the form today. Yeah,
So
go ahead.
one thing is like how we will be doing in Zoom is we'll be launching polls, like whoever nominated. It's like 2 people are there. So we'll be launching the polls, and you can poll. I mean, you can choose an option whom you want to vote. So that based on that, we'll be releasing who are the elected person for that or the winner for that. That's it.
So I'll roll out that form. Another form that I want to roll out is, now we just came together and decided that we'll have our club meetings on Sunday afternoon. We were having on Saturday evening, then we moved to Sunday afternoon. Now it is time to get opinion from the members. I will roll out a form for Saturday morning, Saturday evening, Sunday morning, and Sunday afternoon. Whichever time gets the maximum vote, I will post it in the WhatsApp group, and we can either continue having our meetings like we are having right now, or we can go with whatever time is decided as per the members' opinion, because we want maximum people to be available and participate in the meetings. These are the 2 things that I'll be doing. Any other questions?
Nikita, I would just like to add one thing here. Friends, if you are nominating yourself for EC roles, you are still doing your own education program. Being in EC does not imply that you will not do your projects. Rather, if you keep doing your projects, it will also keep you motivated. There is no rule that EC member cannot do the projects, because this was one of the questions asked by a member earlier. So I'm just saying that you can pursue your education program as well as be in the EC. For example, you can see Nikita is part of Club Growth team. She is also secretary, and she is also part of Elan Club dual member. So it is doable. She is doing 3 things for Toastmasters at a time. Yes, it is over the period of time she has gained this confidence and experience. But when you are starting now, you will do your education program as well as perform EC roles. And your mentors will guide you through how to do the time management. Okay?
So I just want to ask one question, Nikita. Yeah. Yeah. So absolutely fresh. I do not have an idea. Of course, you have given an elaborate detail about how the EC role would be. So if I take it up, you are saying the mentorship will be there for that. So what would be, on an average, what would be the time devotion to get an idea as to how I can allocate my time?
For a or for a fresher, like Nivedita mentioned, it is 15 minutes per day, but it also depends on how your club is going.
Okay.
You will have to dedicate time depending on your role. Like vice president education demands a lot of time, a lot of patience.
Coordination.
President will need, PR again will need time to create posters, again a lot of coordination.
Okay.
There will be time, but you will be able to figure it out. You know, it's all about your priorities. You'll be able to do it and work on your projects also.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
I cannot tell you 30 minutes a day or 15 minutes.
No, it's not depends. About, yeah. Right. Thank you so much.
I have one more question in regards to the term. So the current EC that is nominated, so their term is till what month of the year?
Elections happen in April, May. So the term is Jan to June and then July to December. We suggest that you have your elections sometime in April, May, so that the outgoing EC has time to hand over to the incoming EC. And similarly, October, November is when the elections will happen for the next term. For Mehedipatnam, I think April would be, or 6-month EC would be too less. But again, it depends. If the members want to have an annual EC, we can have an annual, or it can be 6 months also. But in between, if you have to drop out, there is no such thing that.
So the
Yeah, it is not hard on paper. Yeah.
Yeah. This nominations will be for which term?
So if it is a 6-month term, it will be for 6 months. I don't know what term Mehedipatnam wants to go ahead with it.
For now, you will be in Jan to June term.
Jan to June.
Okay,
term.
yeah.
Jan to June.
Okay, and then the elections will happen in
Around
June,
April or
the
May.
next-
Yeah,
April or May.
April or May. Towards end of April or early May, so that the new EC will have handover in June and their term will start from July.
July.
All right.
Also, it is suggested that if the club is meeting once in 2 weeks, then the EC is for an year. Like Elan meets once in 2 weeks. Every alternate Saturday we meet. So it's an annual term. For JPMC, we meet every week, which is a corporate club. So it is a 6-month term.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
One advantage you will also have is you will have couple of dual members in the club. So they will also have fair idea about Toastmasters club operations. So you have support from all sides. I mean, you have club mentors, you have club growth team, you have dual members, you have area director like Abhimanyu, you have program quality person Nandini. She is going to always have a whip in her hand. She's a teacher. So you have support from all domains in Toastmasters, so no worries at all. And just to clarify one thing to Shriveni, I just mentioned 15 minutes per day, but if you are okay to work only on single day, you can devote Saturdays and finish all the work.
Okay.
So maximum it is 1 hour or 2. If you go for VP Ed or president kind of roles, then it will be around 2.5 hours. But normally 1 hour is sufficient to carry out any operations for the role. And if you are on time, on track, then there is no tension as well.
Okay, got it. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, so wait for the nomination form to come out and vote. Nominate for yourself. Also keep 1 to 2 minutes of a script ready just in case you need it. Why do you want to take up that particular role, or what is your motivation? Something like that.
You can always reach out to, I mean, if you have any doubts on writing anything, we will assign a mentors to just know how to input everything in the script and all, so they'll guide you also, that will be happening. Because it's the first time you're writing the script, right? So when you're giving it, maybe what I have to tell and all. So based on that, if you have any, comfortableness in writing anything, so we'll provide mentors so that they'll help you.
Yeah. And one small piece of information, this is only for your consumption. Now we are talking about 7 executive roles. We also spoke about area director, program quality. Now, if I say area director, Abhimanyu is the area director for Mehedipatnam Toastmaster. That means he has around 3 or 4 clubs under his umbrella, and he is monitoring the progress of all these 4 clubs. So this is something beyond the club. So your leadership roles don't end here. The president can always think of going as area director. If he doesn't want area director kind of role, he can always think of program quality role like Nandini is performing, or club growth team as Nikita is performing. So there are so many roles which are beyond the club. And when you are in the place of Abhimanyu, Nandini or Nikita, you have access or interaction with all the clubs across District 98. So just imagine how much of networking you are doing and how much of interactions you will have with the Toastmasters. And you are evolving every day. So make it a point that you will do at least one new thing every day related to Toastmasters, and it will keep you always on the high and motivated. So don't worry what happens beyond the club. You have avenues, you can go up to international president as well. Right? So we all have come together. I didn't know Nandini much, Abhimanyu much. I interacted with Nikita at times earlier. But today we are like friends. We are now thinking of chartering another club. So this is how it works. So just join the journey and keep progressing.
Yeah. If every questions were end, we'll have a group picture.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm on for group
Questions,
picture.
right? Like any more questions, so that we'll take questions and then we'll have a group picture.
Like if you have meetings weekly, like most of them will get more opportunities, right? Is that the
Yes.
correct understanding?
It
Yeah.
totally depends on club.
Okay.
My question is, how do people look so pretty on a weekend? That is my question to Miss Nivedita. Nikita always looks pretty and like prepped in, but how does Nivedita ma'am like taking care of everything and then look such pretty?
It's all about passion. You are always happy when you are doing something which you love. So I think that reflects. I don't do
I know,
anything
I know. I
additional.
hope I'm able to imbibe this quality of getting ready on Sunday from
But at the
all
same
of
time,
you.
Afsha ma'am, when I log off, I feel I have given too much of gyan today. I was talking all the time.
No, no,
And
no,
I start feeling
absolutely not.
guilty.
Absolutely not.
Akshan ma'am, you also have Shriveni in your club and she can
No, no,
talk
that's what
about
I am like now. Like Sriveni and everyone, when I'm seeing
We
people
have,
all dressed up, I mean, people are pushing the bar very high.
That's
Afsha
what
ma'am,
we
we have two image consultants, Nikita and Shriveni. So let us
Yes,
take tips from them.
yes, yes.
All right. So anything,
Where do we
Nandini is
get these
waiting for the
forms?
group picture.
Yeah. These
Where-
forms will be given in the email or in the group or?
I'll post it in the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
The nomination form. Yeah. Nomination and meeting timings.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's time for a group pic. I want everybody's videos to on. Because
Yeah.
every member is meeting first time, so you can have a look once. Like now, Moise.
So for the people who dropped in between, they'll be watching it in the YouTube link, you mean to say?
Yes.
Okay.
Afshan ma'am, you're not on.
Done?
Okay. Amri ma'am. Tejasvi. Hi Tejasvi. Tejasvi is the first time I am meeting actually. Yeah. Prashanti, do you want to on?
Nandini, everybody will start leaving.
Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Done, Nandini?
Let's have a group pic.
Cheese.
Done.
Okay.
Thank you.
It was great. I'm so grateful to all three of you. In fact, everybody here, but especially Nandini, Nikita, and Nivedita. Thank you so much
3
for
M's.
adding so much of value.
But Sriveni, it is not Nandini, it is Abhimanyu Wazir who's sounding like Nandini, by the way. And Abhimanyu never looked so pretty.
She
Is
changed
Abhimanyu
her
in
name. She renamed herself and again she's back on
Yeah.
Abhimanyu.
just to eke him up, basically.
That's
Yeah.
the only thing I'm getting laughter. That's it.
Okay.
Chalo. So all set?
Yeah,
Are you all happy, comfortable?
great. Feeling great. Thank you so much.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Looking forward
All
to.
the best.
Yeah, sure.
Bye.
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 Bye bye
Bye
everyone.
everyone. Thank you for your time.